Jalen Hurts is just truly one of the most remarkable stories in all the land. He has been nothing short of dynamite. What young man have you found showing up there in Oklahoma fresh out of Alabama?
I think he's one of the most mature players that I've ever been around at this stage. And he has a unique understanding of his role, not only here at Oklahoma, but within college football. And in this day and age of kids that, quite frankly, are really immature because of the way that they're recruited and then the ability to transfer at any time, he's navigated this period as well as anybody, to the point where he's a fan favorite all over the country because of his team first mentality, kind of doing it the right way, graduates before he. Now he's here and he's having a lot of success. And I got to tell you, the biggest difference from me is when he was playing at Alabama, they were still running a system and having a philosophy that was, hey, quarterback, don't hurt us. Play safe. Don't turn the ball over. Manage the game, and we're going to win it with our running game and our defense. And that was kind of the philosophy when he was playing there. And then all of a sudden they changed that philosophy, and they've kind of gone towards Tua, and they went towards the wide-open offense last year, more specifically. They threw 52 touchdown passes as a program last year, which led the country. So they clearly had a philosophical change with some of their wide receivers and quarterback that they had. And I think he felt like he never got a chance to play in that offense and to really cut it loose. So one of the things Lincoln Riley has done with Jalen ever since he got here on campus is they've worked more on getting him out of the game management mode and into the playmaker mode. Go play carefree, cut it loose, get the ball down the field. When you want to take off, take off. You can be a playmaker for us and not just a game manager for us. Now, while a quarterback has to manage the game in and of playing the position, again, the freedom with which he plays is very different. Just to give you an idea here, in terms of yards per attempt, he leads the country, Rich, at over 14 yards per attempt. That's over 2 yards more than the number 2 player in the country, which is Joe Burrow at LSU, over 2 yards. At Bama, Jalen Hurts' yards per attempt was 7.9. So he's almost doubling what he was at Alabama, and I think it's more of a philosophy. It's more of a freedom with which he plays. And it's also the ability of his play caller, Lincoln Riley, to get beneficial matchups in space and allowing him to make those plays down the field. But it's not just his ability to throw, which I think is really good. He also, and I know this is heavy statistics here, but he also averages over 12 and a half yards every time he has the ball, whether it's a pass or a rush. That's the best in the country. 12 and a half yards every time he either throws it or runs it. He is a dynamo right now in college football. And if the vote took place today, he would be the Heisman Trophy winner.
Yeah, I mean, you can't argue with that. Joel Klatt, Fox Sports, he's going to call that Oklahoma-Texas Tech game. I have a pen, I have a Sharpie here, or should I go get a pencil? And the reason why I ask that is, which would I use to put Oklahoma versus Alabama in the first national championship semifinal game this fall?
Oh, wouldn't it be amazing?
Well, I mean,
wouldn't it be amazing?
Tell me how that doesn't happen then.
Well, I think that the defense for Oklahoma can still be a concern, and Sam Ehlinger is throwing the ball as well as anybody out there. And so their ability to beat Texas, I think, is still a coin flip, and they're probably going to have to play them twice. So I don't know if you can just absolutely shoo in Oklahoma into the playoff. Ohio State looks really good right now. I actually think that there's more great teams this year than we've seen over the last 4 or 5 years. Came into the year thinking it was just going to be Clemson and Alabama, and then they would just play for the national championship. But now when I look around, LSU, Georgia, Ohio State, Oklahoma, Wisconsin, all these teams look like they can play at the top echelon in college football, maybe even Texas, even after that loss to LSU. So I don't think you can just pencil or pen in Oklahoma, but I think everybody, Rich, would love to see Jalen Hurts play against Alabama in college football playoff.
But in a semifinal, you know what I mean? Like, that's the 2 versus 3 seed situation. I could see that right now, plain as day, and it's not even October yet.
For more of The Rich Eisen Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV for free on BR Live, or download the Rich Eisen Show app.